So is it kind of set up like an actual event?
Yeah, so I think they have 3 written quads for right now that they talk about, and then from there we might have maybe 1 or 2 more depending on how it goes, how quickly we get through it, or whatever else. I think we're gonna practice some tug of war, because that'll be there. Yes.
Something Rogue's talking about?
Yeah, Rogue announced that there's gonna be a tug of war, like in Scotland. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, we all have to wear kilts and freaking, yeah, it's a fight. And then after we finish the pull, whoever wins, they get first dibs at the meal that night, and then the peasants that lost have to not eat. Oh, really? You gotta know. It's like ancient times. That is the first workout. Yep, that's what we'll be doing. The movements are all with the worm. Oh, they are. Worm workout with the sandbag run in between each round. Basically just waiting on Andrea. We'll get warmed up.
So what's it like being on a team?
It's a lot different, especially with these guys. I'm used to going,
Individual?
10-15 minutes straight. Whereas now it's a lot of high power output workouts, interval style workouts. So yeah, plus you have to pace off your teammates instead of yourself. So, and you have to be willing to not have an ego and say you need a rest instead of blowing yourself up and then letting the team down. So.
And what gym do you go to? You're here? Or?
I go to Cruskill too in Iowa City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I coach there too. So.
Oh, do you? Yeah. Have you qualified for the games before then? Individually?
No, on a team we did in 2015.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Prayed for the last round of thrusters.
Otherwise I die.
We all died.
You have a 60-pound bag today.
So you excited about doing individual? Is that
It is.
Granny games? Yes.
It's going to be different than team?
Yes. Haven't really thought that far ahead yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Honestly, just kind of thinking about
1 week at a time.
160, 160.
I'll think about Granny Games the Monday after Rogue. So next Monday.
Yeah.
Then you'll start take a break and then prep for it.
Probably, I don't know. We'll see how beat up I am after Rogue. Not a huge fan of taking breaks.
You're not?
So we'll see.
It's so fast.
Stick with it and stay.
But yeah, I'm excited. It'll be a good time. My parents are coming up, so it'll be good to see them. Hopefully qualify the team at Rogue and make some money at Granny Games.
What's Rogue team payout?
I don't know what team. I don't think they've announced it yet for teams.
Haven't.
For Rogue, they announced individuals, but I don't know. Do you know if they announced Rogue money yet for teams?
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah, it was just a swipe over.
Oh, I just didn't swipe.
I think it was 20 for first.
Yeah.
20, 15, 10, 1.
They have event wins.
Saw that.
Yeah. No, they don't have event wins. Yeah, it was like 20.
How many times you worked out with Andrea on the team then?
Oh, a million.
For years?
Actually, not years. Maybe like a year and a half. It just feels like a million.
Last year?
Wait, were you only on our team last year?
She was only on our team last year.
Oh my god, I've hated you for so long.
I can make a year feel like a lifetime, don't worry.
Dude, it feels so
Seems like
long.
forever.
I feel like I've done so many events with her.
Daddy's back. Oh, now we got everything serious. Is this cold?
Hey, come do this thing.
That's Andrea's.
Dude, that's a gun. You don't know how to use it.
She has a baby runner.
It was better than zero practice.
Made in 20, looks like 17. Oh yeah, I know this guy that made it.
See how fast you can run?
No, don't. I can't do cardio anyways. I'll start coughing like 10 feet down there.
Dude,
Guaranteed hit you in the eye.
So why are you growling at me right now?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Okay, I'm gonna work out real quick, alright? And we're gonna roll. Make sure you have all your shit.
Oh, it really isn't. That's good.
Everything's that needs good.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna work out real quick. Get all your shit.
It's not good.
So if you have a 75, a 100, put this 100 over here. 100, 75. Do you have now. I don't know if you'll have to take this apart.
Yeah, you can switch it. I think we should. We'll try it. You try it now. If you can't do it, that's fine. So we'll ready one, squat clean, thruster 1, 2, ready, go. Say ready, go.
And then just down into the thruster, and then rest.
Alright, so squat clean first.
Ready? 1.
Good?
Go.
Good.
A little baby girl. I can't believe that just happened. That's literally never happened. Okay, those were that bad though.
Taylor in the front? You want to do some in the front too?
It's a lot different, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you'll probably control it. Just tell me if you have to like. Alright, fine. We'll just do 2 squat 1 on for like something.
What?
Your deadlift and do like 3 drop it.
Just on one side.
Let's do it, yeah.
We're gonna do that with 5.
Alright, fine.
Deadlift 5, drop.
Fine. Alright, fine. Just sign it. That's fine.
Alright, to the hips.
To the hips
Yeah.
and go.
Ready? 1. And go.
Good.
3.
I like this way.
What do you think?
Like, it's
Looking
hard
at
to
it
bend
from there.
over in front of you. Like
You
that.
got it.
I grab it like right there. Yeah.
The key is you just got to stop at the same time. The front person, she did a good job, has got to go put her leg out front, stop it here. Everybody else knows that you're stopping and then going. The only mess up is when the front leg's not all the way out and the front leg starts to slide down.
Yeah.
And that screws everybody else up. But that was good.
Different inclement weather.
Taylor, why so many different ones?
Never know what you're gonna need.
Different bars.
I mean, come on.
Never know. This one actually is very
One
light.
first.
The only reason you have that is
Dude, I don't even wear half the
you look like Danny Stevens.
half them. Oh my god.
It's like a fetish kind of thing.
I wear 3 pairs of shoes. I just have them. I don't wear them all.
Just in case someone needs to borrow something that she doesn't let anybody fucking use.
Do you want to use them?
Those have a hole through them. I can see through the grip. Why are you not
thrown away? I just
I was trying to squat snatch it and like 185 was like, dude, that's kind of heavy for us at that time. So he goes for his first one and he goes, not even like even close to his neck. He's like, look, no, we're gonna have to clean and jerk this. I was like, oh, good thing I didn't try to do that.
Our judge wasn't counting loud. We're like, what am I on?
Oh man.
Tell me.
Yeah, there were a lot of people trying to snatch it.
Gym, I understand.
I did, yes.
What's that like?
It's fun and challenging. It's a new challenge.
Fun and challenging.
Yeah, I went from like a normal desk job type thing to going to the gym.
Oh, really? That's a big deal.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
The existing gym you bought, or?
It is. So Timberwolf CrossFit Minnesota had 2 locations. I bought the one near Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
It's called Timberwolf Fitness now. So we focus, obviously, main thing CrossFit, but secondary is our powerlifting program we're building up.
Okay.
So yeah. Now it has around 120.
Okay.
So we're trying to get obviously more CrossFit people, but also do like fun new powerlifting.
Then you coach too, then?
I do. Yep.
And run the
Coach all
business
class.
and the books and everything?
My dad runs the books.
Oh, he does.
Thank God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I almost failed finance in college, so
you did?
not running any books. Yeah. Marketing.
Right.
Marketing's my thing.
So how's the face-to-face Bob?
He's great. So he's the one heading the powerlifting program.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have those credentials. I do the CrossFit part.
All right.
Yeah. He's doing great.
So what are you going to talk about so I can shoot the back of your heads?
I don't know.
I got Andrew's ear.
Did you clean your shirt that way or did you snatch it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shit, where did they go?
Oh, they're there.
Well, I'm not gonna speed.
Go catch them.
No, I'm not gonna catch them so I can get it to get.
Do you think
go,
you're
'cause
gonna
I'm
get
behind
pulled
them.
over right now?
Are you guys excited for Rogue?
I can't wait to play tug of war. All those gym classes really start to pay
Now
off.
it's going to pay off.
Yeah. I'm glad I trained all that time in the gym, you know, lifting weights and doing traditional CrossFit so I can start to do stuff like that.
You don't know what size the rope is?
No, I don't know.
That's a factor
anything.
too, I guess, huh? If
Hope
it's
it's
like
really
a thick
thick.
rope.
Makes me big hands.
Yeah, if it's like a climbing rope or...
I don't know. Do we put a boy in front and a boy in back?
I don't know. Did you try to read the article, Josette? Because it would make your brain think all the different combinations are the right combination.
I tried to read it and they're about the only thing I took out of it is that like if you're trying to gain ground, you're supposed to do like an angle like that, but if you're losing ground, you're supposed to like do that.
No, but to set up, it was so confusing. I was like, you should
Like,
put your
high to
biggest
low.
person in the front, but go tallest to shortest, but do this and this. Oh, your weakest person in the back. Like, that all doesn't all
Did you read
match
the
up.
comments? It
No.
was like if I'm a runner, should I go in the middle?
What?
Or like, can I lift weights to get better at tug of war?
What's the answer to
That
that?
was a legit question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
people
is.
were commenting on all these things. I'm like,
Is that a real, but what's the answer? I mean,
I don't know.
So
we wear
maybe
gloves.
pull the sled.
And we wear gloves.
Like wide receiver gloves.
Dude, I'm gonna put that, you know, the like sticky adhesive stuff people use for the tape?
Strongman.
I don't know. I have like spray adhesive. I'm gonna put it all over my hands.
Well, we have, like, Strongman has that sticky, Bob has a bunch of it, where you're supposed to put it on like your arms or Atlas.
Let's do it.
Well, I'd rather just wear wide receiver gloves.
I feel like that would make it harder to grip. Maybe not, but
They're sticky.
but you know, I'm doing rope climbs and gloves, and I can't climb in that.
Because you're not, but
I know what you're saying.
Did they list all the workouts?
No.
no,
Just
this
some of them.
one.
We only know
Oh,
the
just
tug of war,
one.
really.
Yeah.
And we know that we're gonna have to do some kind of ruck, because Go Ruck sponsors one of the events, but that's all we know.
I don't even know what a Go Ruck is.
You'll be fine at it.
I asked someone to bring a ruck to the gym and they brought me a backpack, so is that
Yeah.
what it, okay.
Yeah.
So does Rogue make rucks? They probably do now.
Go Ruck is sponsoring it,
Oh, they are.
so I think that they'll just bring all the rucks that they use at their official events or whatever and
Oh, fuck
do
you,
it.
Todd.
Do it.
Why?
Oh, you get
Why?
a ticket. Police.
It's really annoying. Well, do they have the cameras? And I
I got it on camera. It was legit. It was yellow.
One extra. She's going too.
I am,
Yeah.
but I'm going purely
Oh.
for fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going individual too?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
We're going individual together as a team.
I'm doing it purely for fun. And fun is in quotes. I just feel obligated to do it because I have the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Because it's close to your house.
That too. Yeah, I honestly just feel obligated. And like half my gym does it, and I feel like I should be there for fun.
What city is it in the competition in?
The competition's in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
St. Cloud. Okay.
So it's about an hour and 15 minutes outside of the cities.
It's not
And
far.
that-
It's very UP-ish.
It's a town of nothing. It should be in the cities. It'd be way more fun.
Oh yeah. What's the last year
And
like?
then you wouldn't have to stay at the Murder Motel.
God. We had the worst experience ever at Granite Games last year. We stayed at this like days in. It was probably like $49 a night.
I mean, the event was fine. It was just our lodging
event
was
was
not
fine.
great.
It was like nearby, and we shared this room. We shared like 2 conjoining rooms with a bunch of friends. And it was like someone had been murdered in that hotel. Lots of pets had been in there. The walls were all scratched up. All the paintings were like stained.
Everything was stained.
It was terrifying.
Something looked.
This was the
something
scariest
was
hotel
off.
I've ever been in.
It was not sanitary.
No.
It smelled like mold and cigarettes.
And that was the best that St. Cloud had to offer.
It was the only room left in the whole city at that
Oh,
point.
it was.
Yeah, so we decided to do this.
But there's an Olympic-sized pool on campus.
If there's a pool workout, I'm taking dead last.
I will
Alright.
try on that one.
I'm done.
And there was a whole full undigested blueberry sitting on top of the shit. Shit came out, blueberry popped out. So then she was gonna make an account of Taylor's turds. And the first picture, there's 2 pictures in each one. The first picture is the food that she ate,
The description of the Instagram account is going to be a shitty food account.
and then you swipe over, and the next picture is about 18 hours later or so when that food comes out. So like you make sure that there's corn in the food.
Or like this kale salad would look great.
It's disgusting. Oh, that dude is gross.
Eating blueberries makes me feel icky now.
Could be that one.
Oh my god. If I get sick, I will kill you.
Tell me that's not funny. I'll go get it. Any kind of bars that Trader Joe's sells.
Graham crackers, personally.
I don't know. Usually whatever's in the cupboard that I randomly bought at Target when I was hungry.
Buy your groceries at Target?
Yes. Target is a grocery store.
Do you consider Target to be a grocery store?
What does it sell that you can't get? Or what like doesn't it sell? Like what?
Target is not primarily a grocery store. It's
Ours
like
are.
a stuff store.
No, ours is
You can
a
go to
full
Target
grocery
without a
store.
grocery store.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
So how's the med school thing going?
Yeah, it's going.
University of Iowa.
Hopefully, I'm applying to some DO schools as well. So MD and DO.
Oh, okay.
So started that, get some shadow experience. Starting volunteering at the hospital next week in Iowa City. So I'm excited for that. Yeah.
And what year are you in now?
I'm out of school.
Oh, you're out of school, so.
Yeah, so I've had a few off years. Yeah, so I've been working at the gym in Iowa City.
So you're getting closer to the real job then?
Yeah, more of a full-time job. Yeah.
So then you train with Armand?
So I started up here in Cedar Falls when I was in college, and had him as a coach, and then he programs for us down in Iowa City, but he's obviously busy up here, so we don't see him too much anymore. Yeah.
That's his gym there too then?
He owns some of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he's been programming for a few of us down there for almost 5 years.
Oh, it really?
So it's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good though. Learned a lot.
So he's put a lot of CrossFit athletes made it to the games, or?
Yeah. So we've
Several.
had. Kilo has probably had 7, couple individuals go to the games. He's made it a couple times actually.
Oh, has he?
And then a lot of teams. Yeah.
So they've had teams going every year, haven't they, over the past few
Just
years?
about, yeah. It was probably every year from 12, 13, 14, 15, and then just this past year.
So this year they don't have one? Or,
no, so a lot of them just kind of
Oh.
moved on, full-time jobs.
right.
Yeah. So,
They're getting older.
yeah. There's been like little Colton Mertens. Little. Younger.
Little stocky Colt.
Yeah, stocky Colton. Weighs more than me, so.
Does he?
Yeah, he's not little. He's been the main one here that's been putting in the work.
So he qualified, or he's just going to Rogue to try to
Yeah,
qualify?
he went out to Dubai with me as well.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah. So,
And then Joe wanted to know if you and him and Colin are going to go partying after Rogue.
I guess we'll see what happens at the end of the competition, I guess.
When you qualify, then you'll be
that'll
more open to the possibility.
We'll see if I can hang with them. It's been a while since my wedding, probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they might be tough hanging with Colin.
Yeah. We had the bachelor party, my bachelor party, a couple of days before my wedding. That was not
Oh, really? That was.
not a good idea. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
I got married December 31st.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. So, how do you think the team's looking this year?
Scott, what's up? Good, man. They're well. They're covered in all areas. There's a couple things that I think could come up that may not be the best for him. I don't know how this tug of war thing's going to go, but Luke definitely provides us with some of the things that I was bad at. He's going to be much better at, so they get lifted up there. So I'm feeling really good about this year. Really am.
Yeah, it seems like at least Joe and Taylor, just because I know them, look like they're stronger than they were last year. So.
Absolutely, both Andrea, all of them. I don't know obviously so much about Luke, but I'm assuming he's only getting better. He's young, but they look good. Luke fit right in on the worm. Those three have been together, and I guess me too. We've been together so long that we kind of know what's going on, know how to get on and off the worm, and so just transitioning him in for the last 3 or 4 months has been a good transition.
Yeah. So you're doing a lot of the programming for them
all the programming, pretty much. That's been taking a lot more time than I thought now with everything going on at the gym and we got this new comp coming up. Armin and I, owner of Kilo, it's been busy. It's been a busy time.
Yeah, man.
New baby as well in the last 3 weeks. New baby too. Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about the comp then.
The Central Regional, really, Armand got us all together a few gyms around the state a few months ago, and really had an idea, and it never went anywhere. It fizzled out. So then I called him and said, hey, we've got this TBK Center, TBK Sports Complex, that's just state-of-the-art. It's unbelievable. I was like, let's put all of our eggs in this basket, and let's see what happens. And he's like, my comp's small. The comp I ran was pretty small. Canceled both of those and said, you know what, we're going to go at something really big. And we both are obsessed with regionals and love the regionals format. We love the old school way of kind of, showing fitness and CrossFit. And so we're going to try to bring it back and try to open it up to more people now.
So what's the date on it?
It's September 21st and 22nd. It'll be good. We actually just went over the WODs today. We're gonna start doing some more of them, and standards will be out very soon. At Rogue, we're gonna go over, do another podcast at Rogue and kind of nail down everything else. But I've never been so excited for something I've put on in a long time, or we've put on in a long time.
Draw some more attention to it.
Absolutely, and more attention to the Quad Cities, the CrossFit scene in the Quad Cities. There's already tons of good comps, great gyms in there, and just bring in, I think we'll probably end up being the biggest comp around. Could be big for the Quad Cities, could be big for the QC, and just for CrossFit in general. So we'll see what happens. We're going to do it, and hopefully it goes well.
Yeah, because out there you can do some outdoor stuff too.
Outdoor stuff, indoor stuff, man. You got to see this facility. It's unbelievable. It's huge. I mean, you could fit 15 of my gyms in this facility. It's massive. So it's pretty cool.
How about seating in the stadium?
So that's a good question. The seating, I don't know how much we're going to dive into getting the big bleachers this year. That's going to be tough. We're going to have a really badass VIP section, but the seating, that's going to be something that we're gonna work on, and a lot of it is what we can actually bring on the turf. They're very careful about what they can bring and can't bring on the turf, so we've got to get it all approved, which costs more money. We've got to bring it in. We've got to have the guys bring it in to make sure it fits on the turf, make sure it fits in the door, and I mean it's a $400 or $500 deal just to try to figure out what we can get on the turf and what we can't.
Is there room like up above in the balcony too to watch from up there? Or?
Yeah, that'll be VIP.
So
that'll be VIP. That'll be the best seat in the house. That'll be very, very, very cool.
Yeah, it's an awesome complex.
It's huge, man. It's huge.
So how's life with the baby then?
It's interesting. I've got, obviously, like in my opinion, the best wife ever. So she takes care of the brunt of it. I mean, obviously there's not much I can do in the first couple weeks, but I wake up at night and try to help her a little bit, but it's kind of what you make it. People have always been, oh, you're not going to get any sleep, you're not going to be able to do this, you're not going to be able to do that. Yeah, we don't sleep as much now, but just carry on, man. Do the same thing I do every single day. I love what I do. I wake up every day still excited. It's just a couple hours less of sleep, Still make it work though every day. It doesn't matter. We're ready to go, and she's doing great. Both of them healthy as can be. So I have absolutely no complaints at all. It's been great.
But you're still spending the same amount of time at the gym or close to?
Oh, if not more now. Just with the comp and everything. And she knows that. Jesse's been phenomenal with it. I spend a lot of time doing this, looking back on it now, and now having a kid, I do got to start figuring out a little bit more of a balance,
Right.
But we're young, man. Everybody works nowadays.
Right.
You got to go out and get. If you want something, you got to go out and get this shit. And right now's the time. And we've got a team going to Rogue. We've got this huge comp getting started up. The gym's growing every single week. We've got 15 employees to take care of. It's been awesome, but we've got obligations we got to take care of, and she knows that, and she's honestly, she's got a full-time job too. It isn't like she's not doing anything. So in the next 6 weeks, she goes back to work being a full-time PT. So then it might get a little bit more crazy, but she's been a rock star. Family helps out. My mom, my whole family's been great. My brothers have really helped out. My grandma loves watching her. It's been awesome, man. Having your family around is something that I really did overlook until I had a child, and now it's like, who can I call to help me out? And everybody's on speed dial now. Even if I bring her into the gym, I've got 15 people who want to watch her immediately. They don't even want to work out. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, man, business is business.
Excited to go home and see her though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, going home is definitely my favorite part. But when we're at work, man, it's work. It's time to go to work. Yeah. It's business now. I mean, CrossFit is now turning. It's shifting into, you've got to have these kind of bigger gyms. You've got to have these like-minded people running gyms. Otherwise, it's not really going to work. And that's something that I think from day one we've done very well. And I've had very good mentors and Colton, my partner's dad, and my mom, and a couple guys that I train in the morning have really steered me in the right direction. And I've just listened and kind of shut up when I needed to shut up, and just did things right so far. So it's going well.
So how does it feel after shoulder surgery to not be a part of the team this year?
Not being a part of the team is tough, man. I don't want to say I'm the most competitive person in the world. That's crazy, and I don't ever want to speak else. But I'm one competitive ass motherfucker.
Right.
I mean, I like to get after it. I like to beat people. I like to win in anything I do. And not being out there for the team is tough. But I think being so competitive as I am, I knew that I wasn't good enough. I knew that this thing, not only was it not ready, I just simply wasn't good enough. I just wasn't.
Right.
I knew that someone else was going to be better than me and suit them better. And the last thing I would ever do is put them in a bad position to carry me again. At the games last year, we already had to do that, having a torn rotator cuff.
Right.
There was shit I did in practice that was no problem. I'm getting all these, it's 3 a.m. I can't even move my arm. Jesse's trying to move it, trying to help me in the games last year. That was a dark time.
Yeah,
those 7 days were not fun.
Yeah, I was
Dark
in the
time.
stands watching you. I remember trying to do the handstand walk, and I didn't really know you then, and I was with another guy that knew you, and I said, what's going on? He can't even do a handstand walk. He goes, no, something's wrong. He can definitely do handstand walk.
We bought the dang ramp thing, and I don't know if I was good as Joe, but there were times where I beat Joe at that. Beat him handedly. I was going up one step at a time, and that week I was just like, man, it is really bad, and I already obviously knew it was torn off the bone, and I'm like, I don't know, and things went from bad to worse, and it doesn't matter. I don't have an excuse. I blew it for my team on that one. I mean, we took a 33rd or whatever, somehow still got 3rd overall, but there were 2 instances where, like, handstand push-ups, the front rack stuff, the pull-ups,
But it just tore off an hour later.
It would have been great. Well, and I did it in June, but if I could have waited till then, I would have been really happy.
Right.
Because I felt so bad out there, just being the weakest link, and I knew I was. I mean, but the bottom line is, what do you do? Pout and cry like a little bitch?
Right.
No, you got to go out there and you got to figure it out. You got to figure it out now.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
So
Yeah, but
so when was the
Luke's
surgery.
It was August. The last weekend in August is when I had it. Oh no, it was the last day of August. So August 31st, I had it.
Still rehabbing.
Still rehabbing. Overheads okay. I've been getting some muscle ups back. I've been getting some handstand walks back. Handstand push-ups still hurt. I can't, like, one-arm dumbbell overhead squat. I can't really overhead squat yet. But it's been going great. I have one of the best surgeons ever. He's my guy. I mean, he's saved me, and a great PT. So it's been awesome. I have nothing bad to say about that. That was all my fault, and we're moving on. I was ready to go. Day one when I had that surgery. The next day I went in and was kind of feeling sorry for myself, and I hopped on the bike and actually biked in my sling, and I had all this stuff coming down my arm and it looked like crap, and Jesse's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I got a biked like 700 calories, and she's like, what are you doing? She's like, you're gonna get infection, blah blah. I'm like, I've got to do something. Of my whole rehab, that was probably the most important day, to get up and just go, realizing, like, dude, you're fine, you ain't dead. People have gone through this shit before. You ain't the only one. So yeah, it worked out well.
So you're probably like 80% now, you think?
Probably 80%. Yeah, for sure. Probably 80%. Yeah.
So by August, full year, then you'll be maybe 90%.
By August, if I can get the dumbbell snatch, like squat snatch back, and then stop kind of like rotating so much towards that side to try to counteract it or whatever, then yeah, I would say by August I'll be 100%, which would be just 11 months out. Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a matter of stretching the tendon back out.
Yeah, I think so, and just getting the range of motion, exactly, getting them both back. Like I said, I actually personal train my surgeon in the mornings, and he's just a hell of a surgeon, a hell of a guy. I wouldn't go anywhere else. He's been on top of it. Every week, every day, asking me basically how it is, will text me. So, as soon as I get that range
going on, it's probably better off to.
I don't have to really think
You don't
about
have a
it.
baby and trying to do the game.
Heck yeah. If I was, I would definitely be the weakest link again, just because if one of those movements came up, I literally can't do them.
Right.
And so I would never put the team in that situation. I already put them in it once. Obviously, we didn't know the extent of it, back then that it happened. I just sore this, sore that, and then obviously the last week was leading up. I mean, the whole summer long. After regionals, I didn't snatch once. I didn't do a single ring muscle up. I didn't do any chest to bars. I could do toes to bar. I didn't do any overhead squatting. I literally could bike and D-ball for 2 months. That's what I could do. And
After regionals.
after regionals, a week after regionals, I did it. We were doing a swim workout, but yeah, boo hoo, huh?
Right.
I got other problems to worry about now, at least.
How far up do we go on it? Yeah, should we bring it to the middle though? Or do you guys want a handicap?
So basically, first thing is get your weight back and get low.
Sink your butt.
And then you're going to want to drive from there.
You guys ready?
That's what Luke and I do best.
3, 2, 1.
Bitches.
That was better.
Yeah, I think that.
I think
Maybe I'll go over.
Getting
start, yeah, that get
Yeah.
low.
Get low and
You guys ready?
Yep.
3, 2.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
So how's PT life going?
Busy. It's a busy life.
Fixing people?
It's what I try to do, man. Yeah, it's a busy day. I mean, just
So you're working out in the morning, going to work, and working out at night?
pretty much try to just squeeze it in whenever I can, you know, because I work all day for the most part, unless something opens up in the middle of my day or something like that. I have a long lunch, then I can squeeze it in there, which is always nice. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, it's 5:30 in the morning, and then get done with work at whatever time, whether it's 4 or 5 or 6, depending on the day, and then back in the gym after that. So it's a busy day.
What's your rest of your week gonna be like now, or this week, I guess, before you leave? You gonna
Typically, I don't like to damper down too much. Probably 2 days before, I'll just hit a light row or something like that. So that'll be probably Thursday, I guess. And we're flying out on Thursday, so light row or on the bike or something. And then Friday, won't do anything. Just kind of hang out, maybe do a little bit of mobility or something like that. Not that I do much of that anyways, but do that and then be ready for Saturday and Sunday.
So what do you think your odds of winning are?
You got to go into every
Everybody wants to win.
You got to go into every competition thinking that you're going to win it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, definitely with the 4 of us, we all have a good mindset going in that, hey, I mean, we know from experience that things come down to seconds sometimes, you know. So, if you're not putting 100% effort to win every single event, you might as well go home.
Right. So why doesn't Luke drink?
Why doesn't
he
Luke-
hate you?
I don't think he hates me, but he's definitely missing out on a lot of fun, that's for sure. OC3 likes to drink, that's for sure. Coors Light.
He said the last time he drank that much was his
His bachelor party. Yeah. I don't think he was.
He wants to relive it.
I don't think he's feeling very well after that. But hey, if we make it to the games after Rogue, he's drinking. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
that's what he said he would.
I'm getting him to drink a lot.
Force him.
Oh yeah, force feed him. So yeah,
So he seemed like a pretty good fit then for the team.
he is. Yeah, he. I mean, we've kind of have had ties with Kilo since both of us have been competing. I mean, back when they went to the games like the first time, I think Collins Gym was there at the same time, and you know they're putting on the Central Regional here coming up soon. So Colin and Armin have always been really close, and actually Colton, the other owner of the gym, was going to Iowa City for school, so he knew Luke through that, and with Street and everything like that. So I mean, it's just been a good group, and he fits in really well. So
Yeah, it looks like he does.
yeah, we've had a lot of fun with him. So
So a few more days. And
that's it. Yeah, almost done. So I mean, there's not much else you can do to get much stronger or get much faster. It's basically just fine-tuning little things, cleaning up the worm movements, things like that, because hopefully the worm shows up at Rogue.
Right.
Practice a lot of that. So
probably will. But
who knows? Yeah, I mean,
Rogue's probably got some new piece of equipment that they didn't tell anybody about.
sure they've got something up their sleeve, but
Being that they're their hometown, so
pretty much, yeah. So we're ready for it, though.
Yeah,
Whatever
so-
they throw at us should go well. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
everybody gets along, works well as a team.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, Taylor and I have been competing together since she's been here at OC3, and with Andrea the last year, but it was basically since January, so it's been feels like 2 years pretty much at this point now. But yeah, so everything's going
You guys
well.
work out a lot now, you and Andrew, or you and Taylor.
Me and Taylor, yeah. So we have a pretty close schedule. We actually work at the same building. So my physical therapy place is connected to the office that she works in. So we're usually together in the morning, and then usually when we get off of work, we're usually working out again today or that day, doing a lot of synchro stuff and everything like that. So I think out of all four of us, we probably have the best just team chemistry together because we've been competing so long together.
Good communication together.
Yeah, it's almost like an instinct now at this point, to where I can kind of see what she's looking like and what she's about to hit on this next set, or chest to bars, for example, or whatever it is, synchro, snatches, whatever. It doesn't matter. We all kind of have that same feeling going on of what we'll be able to hit and what we won't. So
That would have to be huge for a team effort.
oh yeah, I mean that's what you need on a team for sure, especially a team at high, that high level performing there. That takes you from that high level to that next step up, making it to the games. You have to be synchro on all those things. The more no reps you get, you're done.
All right, that's the